Okay, welcome back to another tutorial. Today I'll be showing you guys how to make a one-piece game and do it without writing really shitty code. So yeah, I mean the first thing you want to do is probably publish your game really. So tutorial, call it whatever you want. Honestly, I don't care. And yeah, okay. I'm gonna disable those. I suggest setting that to true though, and then keep it like that for now. Boom. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is set up, the folders to our project. So instead of this. So inside of replicated storage, you're going to create a folder, and inside of that folder, it's going to be called, so this one's going to be called, sorry, not packages, assets. One is going to be called modules, and one is going to be called component. And then inside, we're going to copy that, paste it in service storage. One's going to be called links. One's going to be called services, and one's going to be called private. Pretty easy. And then we're going to have one script, server script service, call this the server. And then from there, we're going to go and start a player scripts, create a local script. We're going to call this one client. Okay, and then, so now what we're going to do, you can get these from my GitHub, but pretty much we're going to add 3 modules. Okay, so inside of components, the first thing we're going to do is add bytenet. So you can download this wherever you want. Boom, bytenet. Then you want to get, so we still have it, one called bucket wrapper, and finally you're gonna get one called, let's keep it at that actually. And inside modules, create a module script, call it remote library. Inside of this, we're gonna say local lib, return lib. Inside of this, we're going to say lib, not function, we're going to say local bytenet equals require script.parent.parent.bytenet .components.bytenet. Then we're going to say, and actually we're going to keep it at that. Okay. Then from there, inside of our assets, we're going to create a folder. One's going to be called sounds, GUI, effects, and animations. Okay, just like so. And you're going to put a default folder inside of all of them. Okay, so just like so. Now within our server, we're gonna go inside of this and put a couple things down. So first off, we're gonna say server script service. Then after that, let's make sure I'm recording. Then you're going to have replicated storage. Then you want markup. I should know. After that, you're going to go players. And finally, one more. Run service. Pretty easy. Then we're going to create function here called load module, and we put x expecting a module script. Boom. Pretty much what we're going to say here is we expect you to pass in a module script, but we're going to return nothing. That's all we're saying. So we expect a module script and we're going to return nothing. Inside of here we're going to say if x.className is not equal to module script, then return. Okay. Then we're going to say local module equals require x, and from here we're going to go players. We're going to say if module player added, players.player added, connect player added, and you're going to put this with almost any custom function you want. So just go ahead and do that. Server shut down. This one's going to be a little different. We're just going to go game bind to close module dot server shut down. Quickly, we're going to go for index, which is going to be a number, player, and player, get players do. So here we're looping through all of the players that are currently in the game already, and we're just going to go like this, except here we're going to say module.player added, and do the same thing but with the removing function. And I'm quickly going to wrap this in an XP call. Show you guys what it does in a second. So you're going to take all this code, paste it in there, and we're going to return. And here we're going to warn. So what XP call does is, inside this block of code, we're going to run our code, okay? If there's an error inside of this code, what we're going to do is we're going to catch it inside of this function and print it here. And these dots is a tuple, which takes any amount of, takes any amount of args. Okay. Pretty easy, really. Oh, what happened to that? Okay, just like so. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for index number, or number, and for index number key module script and server storage. Do we have that up here? No, we don't. Let's get that. Service storage, game net service. Here's what it says. Storage dot services do. Then we're gonna say load module key. And let's just quickly wrap it in a task.spawn, just so it doesn't hold up the loop. And yeah, that's pretty good, I'd say. Yep. So now if we were to put something inside of here, and we're gonna say function module.player added player, we're just gonna print player. dot name. So if I join, it's gonna print my name. Let a vector. Okay, pretty easy. Alright. Yeah. Okay. And let's go inside of our client. So local replicated storage. Local. What's this actual? Maybe run service. And what we're going to do now is we're going to literally copy this function. And get players, I guess. And let's make sure that goes there. So where is the issue? Here it is. So we this is pretty good. Yeah. We could keep it at that, and then we could just index our client script. I would do boom. That should be what I'm done. So now, let's go ahead and create another module here. This one's going to be called Enums. Enums is going to hold all our constant data. So const. Let's freeze it honestly, so they can't edit it really. So now what we're gonna say is we're gonna go so just to make this easier, we're just gonna go for index number key module script in script get children. We're gonna say if not key is module script, then we're gonna continue. Then inside of here we're gonna say const key dot name equals require key. Boom. That's all you gotta do here. Just like so. So now let's go ahead, create one in here. We're gonna call it profile store. And so if you guys have ever played any game like Type Soul or Deepwoken, they have a slot system, so you can have multiple character slots at a time. Our game is going to have that. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna return a, and here let's go ahead and just do our first. Want to be our first name, our race, let's say human, and then we're gonna say and then our last name. Then we're gonna say fruit, double fruit obviously, and inside of this we're gonna say conquers. We're just gonna say conquers. I think that's how you spell it. So that I don't know, I'm not really too much of a One Piece fan, but say obtain hockey. So we'll say instead here we'll say hockey. I'm gonna say For now, this is false. I think there's observation, which is also false. Let me just search something else. Hockey types. Armament. Let's go ahead and put that. Mint. So that says false. That's pretty good so far. Okay. And then inside of here, we're gonna say, oh, berries. We'll say they have 0 berries. Then we're gonna have their weapon, which is gonna be nothing. So equipped weapon. And here we're gonna have their money amount. We're gonna have their bounty here. Here we're gonna have their probably their reputation. Okay. So 0 is gonna be equal to neutral. Greater than 1 is going to be equal to good. And then less than 1 is going to be equal to bad. And this is just money awarded for killing player. Pretty easy, really. Finally, we're gonna see, in here we're gonna say, well, not finally, we actually have a while to go. Inside of our stats, just quickly put down our stuff. So say maybe strength 0. I don't know if we'll have a stat system, honestly, but for the sake of the game, we'll have one. So the strength is going to be 0, fortitude 0, agility 0, fortitude, agility, intelligence 0, and then yeah. And then we're gonna take these, set them here, 0, 0, 0. And we'll also have weapons, so heavy 0, medium 0, light 0. Okay. And just hold on Alt and click on all of these, because we're going to be doing a little something. So oh, false. So yeah. And arg1 equals stat point. Argument 2 is equal to locked. Pretty easy, I'd say. And I like to make this stuff advanced because I'm just like that. So name, boom, name, type, it'll be light. Weapon class, tint, this is like the buffs, I guess, so yeah. And then now we'll have our customization. So we're not done yet, guys. So, and inside of our customization, we're gonna say hair 1, boom. Hair 2, boom. Face, boom. Hair 1, color 0, 0, 0. Hair 2, color. Pretty easy. Let's see what else we have. And then we're gonna say shirt, pants. Then we're gonna say shirt colors. Now this will change depending, but for now we'll just keep it like that. Pants color. And then finally we'll have one called I think that's pretty good. What else would it need? Oh yeah, skin color. This one will be only available. Actually, let's just let any race do it. And then finally, yeah. And then we'll have one table called quests. Boom. Keep it like that for now. Quests. One called inventory. And then finally we're gonna have one called upgrades. So that's a lot of stuff, but I don't know if we're done yet. Yeah, I think that's pretty good here. So we can just make sure to save your place. You know, it's been 20 minutes or so. So now we'll build a little main menu. Actually, we'll do that in the next video, but for now that should be a lot of stuff. Let's just quickly do the data store now. So you guys can honestly just get it from Toolbox. I don't care. I just search a profile service. I select the first one that comes up and throw that inside of my private. Then from there I go services, module script, data store service. So it's collab private, turn private, go private, shared profiles equals shared profiles, or say private dot profiles equals shared profiles. Really easy. Then we're going to go function private dot player added player just like so. And here we're going to say we'll take in player, and we will return nothing. So now let's go ahead and define some stuff here. So we're going to say local replicated storage, local service storage. So out of here we're going to say assets. So out of here we'll say modules. Inside here we'll say components. Out here we'll say services. Out here we'll say private. And then inside of here we're going to say profile store. No, local enums acquire modules.enums. Inside of here we're gonna and then I'm gonna call this one enums lib, just so it is, just so we know it's inside replicated storage. And down here we're gonna say local profile service. So I'm gonna say services private, sorry. Private profiles. Okay. And inside of here we're going to say local profile store. Profile store. We'll give it a name of game store free. And then just so you guys know, every time you guys change this, your data will get reset in that game. So sorry about that. So every time you guys change this, it'll reset it. So we'll keep it at 1 for now. And then inside of here, it's going to ask for your default value. So we're going to say enums lib dot profile store. And I think that I did it. Yeah, there we go. Pretty good, I'd say. And now we're going to say local profile equal profile store load profile async. You're going to do these little squiggly ones. Don't do double or single quotes. It's this one right beside your one key. And then you're going to go ahead and just do curly brackets, player.userid, and force load. Then we're going to say if profile, else we're going to kick the player with the message saying that we failed to load their data. Load data. Then here we're going to say add user ID. Add the player.user ID to the profile data. Then we're going to reconcile. You guys don't gotta worry about this. It just reconciles any data missing from the template. And finally, listen to release. This function we'll do a lot with later, but for now we're just gonna say private profiles player equals no, and we'll kick the player saying your data has been released. And here we're going to say if player is descendant of game get service players, then we're going to go, this means player data loaded successfully. And inside of here we're going to say private profiles player equals profile. And by the way, this is just so other server scripts can access like players' data. And shared, it allows you to put data across all your scripts and server scripts, although it doesn't share data between the client and the server. So inside of here, we're going to update all slots with new data. So pretty much, if you ever add something new to this table and you want it added onto all your existing players database, then this is what you got to do. So inside of here, we're going to go for index, which is going to be a string, data, which can either be a table or just any, really. Then we're going to go in profile.data do. Then we're going to say if index length, so we're going to get the length is greater than 1. Then continue. Then we're going to say if. We're going to go inside of, so for data value, or sorry, data index, data key, and data do. If not, and enums dot profile store dot a. If not data index, then we're gonna say, oh sorry, it's enums lib. If not data, so if we don't find this value inside of there, we're gonna say data index equals to data key. Pretty easy code, really. And then finally, we're going to do our player removing. So we're going to go function private dot player removing player, and we're just going to let them know that they will be parsing a player and getting nothing more back. Boom, did it for us. And then we're going to have one for server shutdown. Down. Pass in nothing, you get nothing. We're gonna, boom. Wow. I mean, I did use AI for that, but actually that's a little dirty. That's dirty of me, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So we're gonna go local profile. And you're gonna go private.profiles player. You're gonna say if the profile exists, you're gonna release it. And when we do that, it's gonna fire this piece of code. And then down here, we're gonna loop through the players. So we're gonna go index, number, key, player, and game, get service players, get children do. We're gonna go private player removing, put the key in, boom. Pretty good, I'd say. And then whenever you do this, go to game settings, security, and turn on enable studio access to API services. Boom, shakalaka boom. Pretty easy, no, pretty nice. And then after that, that's kind of your data store part here. So, yeah. Okay, so that's everything for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.